Hi, my scientists. I am so ready to embark on a new adventure today in science. Okay, before we start, I want you to do me a favor. If you can, where you are sitting, take a look out the window and look at the sky. Think about one thing that you see in the sky. Maybe it's a cloud. Maybe it's the sun. If it's the sun, don't look directly into it, right? Oof, that would hurt your eyes. Do not look directly into the sun. Hmm. What else can you see? Anything? Well, my scientists, what we are going to do this week in science is observe the sky. And we're going to be looking at the sky in the daytime and in the nighttime and talking about the phenomena that is the sky. Now, phenomena is a science word, right? The scientists use that word as an event or situation that can be studied. So the situation that can be studied is the sky. And the event is the different times we're looking at the sky. So we're going to study that phenomena. Are you ready? Observe the sky. Look at this picture here. Now that's a picture of the sky, right? Is that what it looks like out your window right now? Not out my window, no way. But that is the sky. What do you see? What can you observe? Have you ever seen the sky like this before? What time was it when you saw the sky like that before? Could it have been another time? What do you think? Right, to me, it looks like maybe it could be sunrise or it could be sunset, right? When we see the sun going down in the sky, right? Over the horizon, or when we see the sun coming up, if you guys are early birds and have ever done a sunrise, right, in the morning. So there's two different times a day it could be, sunrise or sunset. So that's one phenomena that we can observe in the sky. Let's dig in. What we just did, what you did looking out your window. We are astronomers. Say that word with me, astronomers. An astronomer is someone who studies outer space. They use science and math to learn about planets, stars, and the universe, and all of the things that are out there, right? So by looking at the sky and observing all of the things that are in it, and some astronomers focus on some things and some astronomers focus on other things. But looking at the phenomena that is the sky and observing the sky, guys, we are astronomers. That's right. But there's some things that we need to know and refresh ourselves with so that we can be great astronomers. So these are some words that I know you know and I know you're familiar with, but we're going to learn a lot more about them. So first we see a picture of the Earth. The Earth, right? We live on planet Earth, right? And we know, we've learned a little bit about the Earth and we know that that's where we live. Now, next to the Earth, we see the moon, right? One of our words this week, moon. And the moon is special to planet Earth, and we will talk more about that. Down low, we see stars, right? Stars. I can see a bunch of them in that image, right? Not just one. And last but not least, the sun. Now, that's not what the sun looks like to us all the way back down here on Earth because we can't look at the sun that long. But for scientists that use for astronomers that use some of their tools, which we're going to talk about, to look and observe the sun, that's what it looks like up close. So these are the things that we need to do to learn a little bit more about as astronomers. And there are some certain words that are going to help us learn about them. So these three words. Pattern. Well, I know you guys know that word, pattern, but let's read about it. The natural world often repeats itself, right? We've observed the life cycle of a frog, right? From egg to tadpole to froglet to adult frog. That of a butterfly, which I know you did in kindergarten, right? The larva, the caterpillar, the chrysalid, back to the butterfly, which lays the egg. The water cycle through nature, right? First, the water precipitates, right? Then it collects, then it evaporates, then it condensates, and it happens all over again. So the natural world on Earth, things repeat itself over and over again. And patterns can happen to objects and develop over time, right? So they can appear in objects or develop over time. Now, patterns will not always be the same, but if we can observe patterns in nature, things that us as astronomers, right? Nature is up in the sky as well. It's just a little bit different from our nature here on Earth. So if I can observe patterns here, then maybe I can apply some knowledge about patterns that I see there, right? Because so much of being a scientist is observing and recording the data of that phenomena, right? So looking for patterns. The next thing with those patterns is that I want to be able to make a prediction, right? A prediction is a statement about what you expect to happen. So predictions should be based on observations, right? Like when I do a read aloud and I read you guys a story and I say, what do you think is going to happen? What do you predict, right? That's what you do. You listen to the story, and through you listen to the story, and because of that you have knowledge as to what could happen, right? You have reasons. So patterns help us make predictions. And the last word here is season, which I know you're familiar with, right? We talked about the different seasons of the year. Seasons describe specific parts of a year. They can describe when weather is cold, when a holiday is observed, or when crops are planted, right? So right now the season is spring, but pretty soon it will be summer. So things happen in the natural world different depending on the season, right? So before I go on, how do patterns help us make predictions? If something follows a pattern, I can use that knowledge to make a prediction of what will happen next, right? Let's think about a pattern that we live through every day that you guys probably don't even recognize as a pattern, right? Today is Monday, and the days of the week follow a pattern, right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. After Saturday, I can make a prediction of what's going to happen. It's going to start all over again, back to Sunday. And if it's Sunday, then I can predict that the next day will be Monday. Absolutely. So just by recognizing the pattern, once you're so familiar with it, you don't have to make that prediction anymore, right? It becomes a pattern that you know and recognize. But when you guys were in kindergarten and in pre-K, that was not a pattern you knew yet, right? You still had to make those predictions. And now we're going to make some predictions about phenomena in the sky. What else? Let's see if we can use what we know and take a look at a picture. Ready? All right, so there's a group of kids there, right? And they're looking at stars in the sky. And Elmer, this little boy over here, he says, I think we see stars only in the daytime. And then the little redhead girl next to him says, Lucy says, I think we see stars only in the nighttime. And then the other little girl in pink said, Akira, says, I think we see stars in daytime and the nighttime. Who do you think is right? Do you see stars only in the daytime? Do you see stars only in the nighttime? Or can you see stars in the daytime and the nighttime? Think about it. And I want you to maybe jot it down somewhere, or turn and find mom or dad and tell them your answer, because I want to know. Because remember 2 slides ago, I showed you that there are some words there that you've heard before, but we're going to learn more about, right? So I want to see what you think right now. And then we'll see if your mind has changed. Okay? So I'm not going to tell you the answer. I'm not going to tell you who's right. Okay. Now, remember that word I told you before, phenomena? We're going to observe the night sky and the phenomena, right? A phenomena is an event or situation that can be studied. See this night sky? What do you see? What did you see? Did you notice how it moved, right? The stars kind of move in the sky. Let's see if we can watch again. Oh, sorry, guys. So they move, right? So we see the stars move a little bit. And what else do you see? Did you see a shooting star? Hmm. Is there anything you don't see? I want you to think about, does the night sky always look like this? Is this what the night sky looks like in your backyard or out your window? I know it's daytime right now, but what I want you to do is at nighttime, ask mom and dad if you can go outside with them and just go and look at what the night sky looks like and think about if it looks like this or maybe if it looks different. Because do you think the night sky always looks the same? Do you think the night sky looks the same at my house as it does at your house? Do you think the night sky looks the same at your house as it does in Australia? There's so many questions and so much phenomena to study. Hmm. So, guys, what I'm going to ask you to do. Well, where'd you go? What I'm going to ask you to do is go outside and take a look at the daytime sky. And then either with your knowledge of what nighttime sky looks like or at some point tomorrow, all right, if you want to look at the nighttime sky tonight, that's okay too. But what I want you to do is illustrate me a picture of what daytime looks like and what nighttime looks like. And I want you to tell me what you see in the daytime and what you see in the nighttime, and then write a little sentence about it, okay? And there's it's on Seesaw. You can find it there, so you can do it on Seesaw. You can do the drawing there, or you can do it on paper because I love to draw. Right? If you think of the story we read this morning, super tools, you can use your super tools and draw too. And then tomorrow, I'm going to read to you a story about some nighttime phenomena. So, astronomers, kiss your brains. You did awesome, and I can't wait to see what you tell me about day and night. Okay, bye, guys.